And we're African. African Gooners. We support the greatest team. Arsenal FC. Cheese!
Yo, what up, people? Welcome back to our next show. How y'all doing? My name is Kabemba.
And it's your boy Van Illusions, and we are African Gooners. Yo, fam. Did you watch the game?
Bro, I can't believe I missed the game.
For real?
I had so much work to do, so I didn't actually watch the game. But you know what? I actually had a dream about the game the night before, bro.
You lied, bro.
When I was on sun, bro, we're going to score lots and lots of goals. And he goes by the name of KUDZAI. Super Nico. Bro, I woke up, I was on some. Who scored?
Aubameyang.
Who scored?
Mesut Ozil.
Who scored?
Lacazette.
Nah, man, who scored?
Pepe.
Jeez, Arsenal were on fire.
Yo, in the second half, for real, we stepped up. The first half, we were MIA.
Right.
We looked like we were trying to be draw specialists again. It was crazy. And I feel like Danny Ceballos needs to be shouted out.
Oof. He had a clean game, running the midfield.
He was clean.
Passing it, spreading the ball, collecting, pulling players wide. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, Pepe also did an amazing job. Arteta did say Mans was going to come out and give us a good performance. And Mans came out, gave us 2 assists and a goal, fam. Love it.
Quality.
Love it. Oh, pal.
That is what we're looking for from Nicolas Pepe, and I'm so happy that he's coming through right now.
Dog, oh, pal. Oh, pal. Arteta drives a course of life, dog.
But Ozil had a shout-out performance.
Oh, man, he was clean.
He was slicing people, turning them left, right. I don't think he misplaced a single pass in the game.
Nah, he was hitting those Mesut Ozil touches.
Touch!
Run around you. Oh, where you going? You thought I was not chill, dog. I got the ball. I loved it. But anyway, let's move on to our Man of the Match segment.
Saka.
I love it.
Saka.
No, man's put up a crazy performance.
Man like Saka doesn't even play left back. Let's start there.
Yeah, facts.
Man like Saka is only 18 years old, bro.
Yo, fam.
Man like Saka has never played first team football besides this season.
It's actually incredible.
And he got an assist. He was defending, tracking back.
Oh, the way he played, it feels like he even scored, bro.
Mate, the thing is that Saka got hit quite a few times in terms of hard tackles. And I thought, nah, this little kid is not going to survive. He's going to get injured. He got back up and he played even better, dude.
Facts.
Yeah.
Straight facts. I love the way he performed. I love the fact that he got an assist plus a nutmeg for that assist. I think it's really going to boost his confidence. He was really allowed the freedom to push up. At the beginning, him and Oba weren't really linking up too well. It started to kind of galvanize in the second half as our whole performance did. Shout out people like Mustafi.
Oh, wow. Mustafi had another great game.
Yeah, clean.
Clearances, headers. We actually had no threats in front of goal besides 1 or 2 shots that scared us.
Hey, St. Maximum hitting the post.
I told you guys, St. Max.
Hey,
okay,
St. Post now.
Super quick. Good shot on him. He's got good feet, but our defense was so hot that they couldn't break us, bro.
Facts. No, it was clean. And shout out to Ceballos for helping out the defense, pushing us forward. Shout out Nico. 2 assists and a goal.
Yeah,
hey, Lacazette was like, where you at, my nigga? I love it. I love it.
First of all, he was probably the best player on the field, but just because of what Saka has
and his age
and his background,
and right now
he really deserved it.
Right now, he's going through a contract negotiation with the club. House Farman is trying to give him a 5-year deal worth £3,000. 3,000, not 300,000.
That's
£3,000 a week. Man, people like Liverpool, Bayern Munich and Manchester United all are interested in signing this player. And we're only offering him £3,000. After giving a man of the match performance, I think we need a reason.
Honestly, if guys like Rashford can jump from 5k a week to almost £150,000, we should be giving him minimum 50k because that's how much he's worth at this point.
It's not going to break our budget. But let's not digress. Let's keep on the topic of Arsenal and Newcastle. Let's go into our next segment, match analysis.
Yeah.
4-0 to the Arsenal.
4-0. 4 goals. I haven't seen 4 goals from Arsenal in a while, let alone a clean sheet on top of that.
Boy, it was a dream.
Bro, it was literally a dream. Yeah.
I was pinching myself after, like, are you sure this is real? I swear to God, I'm awake. This would be like, we got to still watch the game. But the boys pulled through. Stats were looking pretty decent on the overall. We took 15 shots as opposed to Newcastle's 10, which I still feel is way, way, way too high. You know, we shouldn't be conceding that many shots. But last week we spoke about how our shot conversion rate on target needs to be a lot better.
Yeah.
The boys pulled up with almost 50%, 7 shots on target.
That's quality.
Post Newcastle's 2 with St. Maximin's post effort.
We also imposed Eddie Nketiah, who had a great game in terms of energy, but no end product.
Yeah.
And it just shows that we give Lacazette a lot of stick, but it's not easy being Arsenal's number 9.
Facts. And then again, we spoke about our passing last week. We said minimum for a team who wants to be a possession-based team, bro. 600 passes minimum above the 89% threshold, and we matched those, boy. 643 passes at a 90% passing accuracy, 35 of those passes all in one go, with every player being involved at least once led to Mesut Ozil's goal. How beautiful is that?
That's quality because we moved the ball. We literally started from getting the ball from like a throw-in, high up the field, Arsenal going backwards. We're like, dude, what is this? Going sideways. We're like, what is this? Eventually, Mesut Ozil drops into our half, plays a 1-2 with Chaka, and all of a sudden we're through because we pulled and stretched guys so far apart. And he just ran straight down the middle, ball to Pepe. Pepe slides it in. He uses Mesut Ozil's move, bro. He's on some no-look pass, boy. Cut it in. Lacazette with a superb touch. We've seen him do it so many times. Sets the ball up for Ozil, who shanks the shot. Let's be serious.
For real. That was not supposed to be a goal.
It was so bad that it ended up being a good shot because Dubravka was expecting like full force shot in his face, and he just stood still, couldn't move. Couldn't react in time, and it's a goal to Mesut Ozil.
We need to go to Dubai every week, fam.
Exactly.
Every week. But we still had some issues, which is the fact that we still conceded 15 fouls as opposed to Newcastle's 9. We still conceding more fouls than the other team, and we still trying to be this possession-based, dominate the game type of team. But we're breaking up our own play, our own flow by conceding 15 fouls. And Newcastle had 1 more corner than us, 6 as opposed to 5, when we've conceded the most goals from set pieces. That these should be looked at. Arteta needs to say we need to cut this down, boys. But overall, the defense was good. We did receive 2 yellow cards, granted with an early yellow card. Super disciplined after that. Love to see it.
Didn't make any mistakes.
Honestly, and back to Ceballos. Ceballos playing as a deep line playmaker instead of a cam, which you prefer to play as. He said, instead of me trying to find that unlocking pass, I'm going to find the Ozils, I'm going to find the Pepes, I'm going to find the Lacazettes, the Nketiahs, and the Aubameyangs from this deep line playmaker role, and you guys need to make the magic. And that really helped Mesut.
It really did help Mesut because it ended up opening space for him. You can see Mesut Ozil playing with freedom. Not so much having to go and chase players down, be in the right formation. He could literally drift around the pitch. And that's where Mesut Ozil is at his best.
Straight. I loved it. Ozil was feeling like Ozil. Ozil was looking like Ozil. And he got the goal behind that to back it up. So shout out man like Ozil. Thank you for performing like that. Let's bring it on to the next match. We have a fixture on Thursday, fam.
Oh, Thursday night football.
We're going to talk about that with our build-up. We're playing Olympiacos, fam.
Strong team.
Very strong. Strong is an understatement. In their league, they've gone 24 games without a loss. They are the Liverpool of their league with 60 points, 24 wins, 16 wins from 24 games, 6 draws, obviously. They've been looking 18 wins. That's fire. They last time they lost.
Was against Spurs.
Yeah, at North London, bro.
Yeah, so we've got tough competition coming up.
Straight.
The Europa League is something we have to progress in. To get knocked out at this stage is it's unheard of for an English Premier League team. So if Arsenal can, I don't know. We need to rotate the squad, obviously. So I see some of the young guys coming back, talking about Martinelli, Reece Nelson, Guendouzi, Maitland-Niles as well. Lots of guys that we can use, but at the end of the day, we have to win this game. So it's going to be hard for Arteta to choose a lineup.
Look, Arteta is going to choose that lineup, and he's going to take almost everybody to Greece because his plan is for the team to stay in Greece for one more day. Obviously, it's a bit hotter for climate over there, so he wants the players to warm down, kind of get used to this change of climate overall, because obviously we just came back from Dubai, we went to London, we're going back to Greece. We're going to come back and then go to... We're going to stay. No, we're actually playing at home, which we'll speak about. We're playing at home, but he's worried about fitness, which is why he says players need to warm down for the game against Everton. And Everton is a hot topic because, as we said last episode, ever since Ancelotti came, they would be second in the league in terms of results. Right now...
Crystal Palace last week, so they're still sitting second in the league.
Yeah. Right now they're unbeaten in 5, 2 points above us, and they've been playing a 4-4-2 under Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
With Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin both in form, playing up front as that 2 striking force.
You've got Theo Walcott as well,
who just scored under Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
On the left, Robinho, the sauce, the goats, the Arsenal legend. Say
Big 17.
Boy, he's coming back to the Emirates for the first time, has a point to prove. Usually they play Dolph under Ancelotti in centre mid next to Sir Goodson, but Dolph picked up 2 yellow cards 2 games prior to this, so he's still serving a ban. Schneiderlin has actually been stepping in his place, and I think Schneiderlin's still a really quality player. Can't take anything away from them. Then they'll be playing Digne, Holdgate, Mina, who's got 2 goals in 3 games.
Yeah.
Everton, and as you said, it's a D-Day, so it's a decent lineup.
I think what's most comforting is that ever since Ancelotti came in, they haven't really been able to keep clean sheets.
Yeah.
And Arsenal's attacking force at home is very strong, and I think that we will be able to score goals in that game. It's about, can we stop them from scoring goals?
Which brings me to, what is your prediction? What is your prediction? You just said Everton can score goals, we can score goals. What do you expect? It's a must-win game. Must I remind you, these guys are 2 points ahead of us and in the battle for the top 4, top 5 spots for Champions League.
I feel like Arteta's going to try and get into the players' brains. And he's going to say that, listen, every game we play now until the end of the season is a final. I don't care about how we win it. I don't care about how we play or whatever. As long as we get the result we need, we're fine. So I do think it's going to be quite an open end-to-end game at times. We saw in the first half against Newcastle, it was a very slow start. But what's nice is that Arsenal always controlled the game. You could see they had the ball most of the time. They weren't creating as much chances because they were going out wide instead of being direct. But if we can be direct and keep the ball against Everton well, I think Arsenal will come away with the 2-0 victory.
2-0. You don't think Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison gonna get a goal?
With Mustafi there, I don't see anyone scoring for a while.
Mustafi! Hey, boy.
Yeah, Mustafi's been excellent, and next to David Luiz, it's experience and at the same time it's composure, you know.
But Murray's playing his first game under an Arsenal shirt in the under-23s tonight. Do you perhaps see him stepping in and taking over David Luiz's role?
The nice thing about Arsenal at the moment is that we have such a huge squad of quality players that it's tough to displace another player. It's the same issue Guendouzi's finding, who I think is an excellent player.
He does have his mistakes.
He does have his mistakes, but regardless of that, under Emery, he was probably the best player at Arsenal.
No, facts.
We have guys like Lucas Torreira who are getting benched for Dani Ceballos, and Dani Ceballos is putting in a masterclass performance. We have guys like Martinelli who can't get into the team because Aubameyang just won't stop scoring.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing in defense. If Louisa and Mustafi keep keeping clean sheets, I wouldn't change it. But simply just to see what Pablo Mari can offer us, because I think that guy scores goals He creates chances by passing long and wide. I would like to see him in the team. But at this point, it's too big a game to risk, an unknown. So I'd play him against Olympiacos and then I'd have him sit bench against Everton.
Okay, so then who's your lineup? Starting lineup, obviously Leno's glued in.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Not changed.
I wouldn't change a thing.
For real?
I would play the same squad because I feel like Lacazette coming on in the second half for 10 minutes, he was excellent. Literally, ball came into him, one touch pass, we're moving again. Whereas Eddie Nketiah, even though he tried his best and put in a lot of energy into the game, he'd get the ball, try turn a man, try run wide again, and then pass. Whereas Lacazette was direct. He's like, bro, I only have 5 minutes to score my goal. And he got in a goal and assist. So if he's doing that from the bench, I'm not gonna change that now until it stops working.
If we're gonna control the game for 90 minutes, I think Martinelli definitely has to start because there are so many balls going on to that far left-hand side that Aubameyang would either be too central, like he didn't know when to choose his moments to go central or when to stay wide. And that confused Saka in terms of when to push up and when to stay back. And I think that Nketiah needs to be dropped. Obviously, from a confidence standpoint, you'd love to see him start again and get his chance and actually score. But I think he needs to start settling into, I'm coming off the bench to make an impact.
You know what I liked about what Amy Lawrence said is that she said, although Arsenal had a very good performance against Newcastle, the lineup won't always be the same. It won't always work for every match. And I think that if you look at Newcastle's midfield and Everton's midfield, I think they're going to challenge the likes of Chaka, Ceballos, Ozil a lot more, you know what I mean?
They have a much more creative midfield.
Much more creative, much stronger, much calmer, more composed on the ball. So this might be the game where you need a Lucas Torreira on the field. It might need a game where you need Lacazette dropping back to help the defense. So there's lots of options for Arteta. Yeah,
Man City,
the last
Liverpool,
4-5 weeks of the Premier League are going to
hot.
Literally everyone in the top 10 is playing everyone.
Facts.
So we're going to be beating each other. Hopefully Arsenal doesn't lose a single game.
It'll be good.
It will be good. It will be great to watch.
But boy, it's been a terrible season, sprinkled with the beautiful dust of Arteta.
Yeah.
Let's not put him under too much pressure. Let's just hope that he can give us a good run in the Europa League, give us a good run for the end of the season, and genuinely just keep us looking good and in shape for the next season.
Things are looking up. I think I'm very optimistic right now where Arsenal is. Lots of young talent on the way.
Thanks.
And the way we're playing right now, it just brings joy to me, you know what I mean? That move that Ozil scored was so silky. The goal for Pepe was just quality. A header from Aubameyang. That's
rare, bro.
That's rare. And
I don't think it's ever happened at Arsenal, rare, bro.
I've never seen it. If you guys have seen it, put it down in the comments so we can watch the highlights because that's a first for me, and I'm very happy that Arteta's bringing different dimensions and elements into our game. Yeah.
Definitely. Just as you comment down below, Orba scored a header, which I still feel like is a lie. Tell us who your man of the match was. Tell us what you thought about our analysis. Look at me getting that word right, boy! and tell us what you think about our build-up against Olympiacos. It's not really a big game. It's a game we should win easily, even with the rotated squad. Everton is a huge game in terms of the standings of the Premier League. But yeah, comment what you thought about the episode. Tell us what you want to see next.
Like, subscribe, people.
Always, because we got some fire coming this week.
Yeah.
Fire, no Champions League show, boy!
Y'all really very, very soon. We are excited.
So, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah,
and it's been your boy Van Illusions.
Your boy Bemba. Until the next.
Stay blessed.
Peace out.